Nighttime in video games is often tame and disappointing, but Dying Light was different. The second mission, titled Airdrop, is your introduction to true nighttime. Before that, the clock is frozen around sunset, and when it's let loose, nothing really happens, but this mission triggers the problems you'll have to deal with for the rest of the game. Your partner Jade urges you to go back to the tower, but Crane is stubborn and wants to take this chance to earn their favor for his secret mission. You arrive at the Antizen drop, which is used to stop the infection, just as it's getting dark. And now cue in the most horrifying 5 minutes in the entire game.
They must have heard me. Fuck that!
So, you guys have fun, I'm outie.
Okay, guys. Whoa! Go, 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 go!
Shit! Holy shit! Holy shit! No! I fell! I fell! Oh shit! Get me back to the tower! Ah! I made it in one piece. Now I know how Brecken must have felt running at night. Lying to everyone stinks, but I know the GRE is working for the greater good.
Or are they?
Watching these highlights, I'm a little ashamed because my first time with this mission went worse than all of them. Keep in mind, at this point in the game, your parkour level is still at base, so you climb slowly and you run out of breath quickly, even if the adrenaline rush from getting chased gives you a stamina boost. And no, turning off your flashlight doesn't help. You'd expect it to reduce detection, but perhaps it's better this way. At the start of the game, you avoid zombies by climbing houses and running away, but volatiles climb and run faster than you, even with max parkour. Their weaknesses aren't apparent, and your UV flashlight only stuns them for a few seconds. Not to mention, they're impossible to kill, not until you land your hands on a shotgun, but you wouldn't want to attract more of them. This mission is such a strong first impression that most players refrain from going out at night, despite the massive benefit of double experience points. And looking at this, can you blame them? It's completely dark, with nightmares on every corner. Now, this might sound a little silly, but I did have a couple of stressful dreams involving running away from these creatures. Either way, the point is, it's scary and no one goes out at night. But to be fair, the game never forces you into nighttime ever again. This is the only mandatory night mission in the entire game, which is a big shame. Even the missions that revolve around nighttime end up being a fluke one way or another. Two of which come to mind, both offered by our friend Alfie, the electrician.
You need something? Get in line. We're already swamped.
In the first, you need to activate a power station at night so that it kills a bunch of volatiles around it. Sounds great. Sneak in after sunset and activate the station, right? Well, you don't need to, because you can just chill inside until the time comes, and after you pull the switch, you can rest in the station and sleep through the night with no risk involved. But this wasn't nearly as disappointing as the second example. The bridge has some massive UV lamps on it, which the tower could use for improved defenses, but there's a catch. Only some of them work, and you can't take all of them. As such, you have to climb the bridge around sunset, take the working lamps, making the bridge unsafe, then try to make it back to the tower alive. Even Alfie changes his mind upon proposing the insane mission. It sounds like an excellent setup. You know what's coming and you can prepare for it. How could it be a disappointment? Well, there's a safe room at the top of the bridge, killing any risk and effectively turning the mission into a fetch quest. It left such a sour taste in my mouth that I couldn't help but wonder what if, but then I stopped wondering and had an idea. I'll ignore the safe room and play the mission how it should have been. Here's how it went. And would you look at that, I wasn't planning on getting chased, but I had my back up against a wall, so I drank a speed potion and made a run for it. I ended up in an unexpected dead end, and I started frantically throwing UV flares to buy me some space to get out. Once I did, I got sandwiched between a couple of zombies and a volatile. But how are the regular zombies any danger? Well, if you stick around them long enough, they'll turn into virals who'll initiate a chase and alert everyone of your presence. They're basically a ticking time bomb. After that, I was stranded somewhere I've never been before with no clear way home. It was especially worrisome because there weren't many buildings, making my hookshot a lot less useful. I swam my way through complete darkness, hoping there wasn't a monster waiting for me on the other side, and miraculously made it somewhere safe. This is the kind of experience players miss out on when a game is too convenient. The first night mission is memorable because the devs weren't afraid to take you out of your comfort zone and take a risk. Makes me feel like the rest of the game was handled by a different team, and seems like Dying Light 2 is not much better, but I digress. If anything you saw just looked fun, then don't hesitate to try Dying Light. It's a great game with a proper twist on the open world formula. I can honestly gush about it for a while. That's all for now though. Thank you for watching.
I brought you something to brighten your mood.
My lights? You got the bridge lights? How? No, never mind how. None of my business.
And none of Brecken's either. You just tell him you found him in a shoebox.
You're my ace new partner, Crane. I'm gonna take care of you. Tomorrow night, we're gonna be a lot more secure.